you've got a few things going on over the weekend, as you're probably aware. One of those is Rattlerfest, and the Steampunk Orchestra are among the acts playing at Rattlerfest, and Joe has dropped in from the orchestra, minus hat. What's going on?
Sorry to correct you straight away. I'm playing with a band called the Best of Grohl tonight.
Oh, okay.
Not Steampunk Orchestra.
When's the Steampunk Orchestra?
That's going to be starting tomorrow in Tavistock.
Right, gotcha. Okay.
Sorry to start off on the wrong foot there.
So you're at Rattlerfest with a different band.
Yes, that's
and
tonight.
The Steampunk is
tomorrow at Tavistock Wharf.
Okay, so you've got quite a few with the orchestra, haven't you?
Yes.
You're doing the Wharf at Tavistock. You got the Beehive
in Honiton.
Yeah. You're at the Queen's Theatre at Barnstaple.
Yes.
Babacombe Theatre in Torquay.
Yep.
Manor Pavilions in Sidmouth.
Yep.
Fantastic.
And then just up the road in Truro.
Which one's that?
The Burrell Theatre.
Oh, the Burrell Theatre, yeah. So you've got quite a few around the area then?
Yes.
Okay. Steampunk. Tell me what it's all about.
I had this prepared last time I was here, didn't I? I gave a really good sentence. So steampunk is very much an aesthetic that is built around Victorian kind of costumes.
I call it H.G. Wells. Is that about right?
H.G. Wells is a very good reference source, yes. But it's very much the aesthetic of kind of Victorian era, mix of kind of like 19th century industrial age, so gears, cogs, and those sort of things. Kind of into
goggles.
this kind of goggles, top hats,
yeah,
all merge into this kind of like futuristic, fantastical kind of like vibe and aesthetic. And we kind of took that idea and added the orchestra to it, added violins and all sorts of different, orchestral percussion, things like that to sort of make it a bit more grandeur. And it's kind of culminating in this amazing thing that we've built. So yeah,
I think it's got to be grand, hasn't it? Because steampunk itself is quite showy.
It's it's very
and your costumes
elegant.
are great.
I do love the costumes. I've got this kind of like dovetail coat, which is all like velvety and all sorts of cool things on it, which is amazing. And we kind of give the freedom for everyone to kind of wear what they want. So everyone kind of turns up in different outfits. It's not matched by any means, and everyone looks amazing in their own individual styles and designs, just little kind of like intricate things that they add in.
Because steampunk is more about the look, isn't it?
I would say so, yes. It's very much the kind of like, I don't think there's not a huge amount of literature and media around it. It's more about the cosplay kind of side of things, the dressing up kind of things.
Where did that start then?
I believe it was an author in the 19th century who kind of used it as a kind of like, he coined the term to kind of explain this kind of like amalgamation of kind of all the different designs and styles.
Right. Because it can be futuristic as well, can't it? It's not just throwing back to the like H.G. Wells period.
My opinion of it is very much kind of like, it's almost like if the kind of technology stopped in the 19th century and carried on and just kind of developed, but kind of staying with that kind of steam engine kind of style vibe. But it can be futuristic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a massive expert on that, the details behind that, but yeah.
But basically, get a few cogs on the outfit, get some goggles on there, that sort of stuff.
You've pretty much nailed it, yeah. I mean, for us,
long coats, Victorian dresses for the girls, is it?
With Victorian dresses is the main thing, corsets, or one of the players kind of says that she tries to go for like Stevie Nicks with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
very witchy with it.
Oh, yeah,
so
I get that. All right.
Kind of works.
So your steampunk show, what happens at one of those?
So we tend to do 2 sets of about 45 minutes, and it's just our own kind of orchestral versions of pop and rock songs, like classic, well-known songs, like the Smashing Pumpkins, Prince, Queen, Bon Iver, The Killers, and we do our own kind of covers of these songs. Reimagined is a very good word, yeah. Is that straight off our website?
No, it's not actually. I have got your website up, but it does say reimagined.
It does say reimagined.
Yeah, no, that is good. Yeah. That's the best way to describe it, surely, isn't it?
I think so. We kind of went a few different sort of terms to kind of best explain it, and reimagined is definitely a way that we kind of try and explain it. It's our own reimagined ways of doing these songs in an orchestral sort of sense with violins, and like I've got this 12-string acoustic guitar which is amazing. Nice. And just trying to put our own spin on it so it's a bit unique rather than just being covers of these songs. And you add the aesthetic in, and we hope that it makes this amazing experience to watch and be part of.
Yeah, which is what, like we've mentioned, what steampunk is all about, is the way it looks and the feel. Do people come dressed up to your gigs? Do they?
And sometimes they put us to shame a little bit. And I hope to see some amazing outfits on this run of shows. Yeah, I mean, not everyone dresses up, but we've definitely tried to like suggest that people do. So if anyone's listening that are coming, please do.
Yeah. So this is, I mean, clearly it's taken off, because last time you were just kind of toying with the idea, really.
We had 7 shows, and I think when I was here last time, it was the 3rd show. So we were still kind of working out what it was we were trying to do. But we finished that run of shows in September, and we thought what we wanted to do for this year, and we kind of just decided, you know what, let's just go for it. And we booked 15 shows across England for this year, and we're very much looking forward to it. Just getting stuck in and just doing that amount of shows should be amazing, and we hope that we kind of develop it further as we go through the shows as well. Surely this would go down well at festivals, wouldn't it? Yeah. I can imagine it going down at maybe Rattlerfest maybe next year. Maybe I can suggest that to Louise.
Yeah, definitely, you should.
Great Estate is one we have in mind that would be amazing for as well, because I think...
They do that Madame Wong's area, don't they? Yeah.
I think that would be a great festival. And there have been quite a lot of festivals that have contacted us, like steampunk festivals. And like we definitely want to try and do those when schedules allow.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately everyone's, with 7 or 8 people in a band, schedules can be a little bit conflicting sometimes.
Yeah, it must be difficult to run it's bad enough trying to run a 4-piece rock band, but to run an orchestra like this, surely.
Luckily, everyone's pretty invested. So when I say, can we block out May and June next year, they kind of go, yes, no problem. There are a few deps. Like one of the shows, we've got the Best of Grohl guitarist actually joining us with the Steampunk Orchestra for one show, because Tom, the guitarist, can't do it. And we've got a few different violin players that are coming in. For example, we've got our friend Bex, who's doing Barnstable with us. So it's somewhat flexible, but the core of the band is always the same.
Yeah.
So we're quite lucky to have that, really. So it's a lot of consistency.
Have you upgraded your outfit?
My outfit is the same, but just one size smaller. Right. Because I've lost a little bit of weight. So I've tried it on. We did a show in, it was a convention, an alternative convention a few months ago, and I had the costume on, and it was quite baggy, and I thought I'd better order the size down. So same outfit for me, but I know some of the other guys have got plans to sort of change the outfit a little bit. So right. I'll be interested to see what they've done.
So if you do 2 sets, do you have costume changes in the middle?
No, but that's an idea. Maybe we can have that.
For sure. It's got to be done, surely.
To be fair, I did think about maybe having a green version, like a green velvet version of the coat that I've got, and then I can change that halfway through. Yeah. But then it wouldn't match the hat necessarily. I don't know.
What colour's your hat?
It's black, but I've also just bought a red one.
Okay, you look like a pixie. Green and red. You look like Santa's elf.
Maybe it will work. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. Well, look, you've got obviously lots of dates. Borough Theatre is kind of your first one, really, isn't it? With the Steampunk Orchestra, 29th. That's when's that? It's end of May.
So that'll be the first one in Cornwall.
The Wharf is the first one
tomorrow.
Kind of, yeah,
Tavistock Wharf. Yeah, so, it's selling really well. So, if anyone's free tomorrow and is looking for something to do, for sure, come along. Yeah, that'll be brilliant. 3rd of May at the Beehive in Honiton, 24th at the Queen's Theatre in Barnstable, then the 29th at the Borough Theatre in Truro, 30th at Babbacombe in Torquay, and then the 7th of June at the Manor Pavilion in Sidmouth. Look, I hope it goes well. I mean, clearly, since I spoke to you last, it's gone brilliantly, so... Thanks so much. I hope you continue to, on the upward trajectory and all that lot. Yeah, we've started looking at next year. We've got a couple of dates booked in Plymouth as well for next year, which will be amazing. So yeah, we're hoping to do even bigger and better next year. So yeah, have fun at Rattlerfest this weekend. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, I bet you are. Don't drink too much. I'm driving, so I'm not gonna have anything. But I've always wanted to do Rattlerfest, so tonight is gonna be a special one. Yeah, have a good one. It's 2:50 now.